بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine and I welcome this division class of science. This is your science book of class 3rd. Now open your book and come to page number 79. Okay, on page number 79 here we have a chapter of weather. So in this science class today we are going to revise of this chapter number 11, weather. Okay, so what is a weather? A weather, it is the condition of the atmosphere at a given time in a given place. Okay, and now it can be changed from day to day, and it can be changed from like in the morning. When you see that in the morning it's very hot day, okay, hot, and the sun is scorching above our heads, but in the evening the weather changes and it becomes like windy weather, cloudy weather. Okay, so weather can be changed from day to day, and it can be even changed that several times in a day. It can be hot, it can be rain, it can be rainy, it can be windy. Okay, now what is climate? Now look at here that weather and climate both are different things. Okay, now what is climate? You can see here on page number 79. So climate is a period of a few months in a year when the type of weather remains more or less the same. So look at here. These are the four important elements. These are the four important elements that affect the weather of a place. Number 1 is sun, 2 clouds, 3 rain, and 4th is wind. Now come to page number 80. Okay, on page number 80, we will discuss more about these matters. Okay, now come to number 1, sun. Sun. The sun is responsible for all the weather changes in any place. Okay, like in the morning, as I have told you that in the morning there is a very bright day, and when in the morning it's very pleasant, but in the afternoon the sun is scorching above our heads, and when in the evening you will see that the evening is less hot than the afternoon. Why? Because the sun rays are not so bright, okay, so that it cools the temperature of the day. Now the sun affects like the sun heat up the land, air and water, which forms the wind, air and rain. Now come to the next one is, you can see here there is wind. Okay, the second element which affect the weather is wind. So what is wind? Moving air is called wind, and slow moving air is called breeze, and the strong wind causes the floods. Now floods are very dangerous because it becomes very trouble for us and it causes lots of damage. It can uproot the trees and poles, etc. And the third one element is clouds. You can see here, okay, the third one element is clouds. Now clouds bring rains and the cloudy nights are quite warm. Why? Because the clouds do not allow the sun rays to escape through the land. But the cloudy days are less hot. Why? Because the sun rays are blocked by the clouds, so that it makes the cloudy days less hot. Come to the fourth one. The fourth one element is rain. Okay. Now, what does a rain do? We can say that on come to page number 80. Rain on a hot day brings down the temperature, and the rainy season is called monsoon. And sometimes it rains heavily for many days and it becomes the flood. Okay, and as I have told you that the storms becomes very dangerous for us and it gets very lot of trouble for us. Now as compared to this, the flood can also overflows the rivers and ponds, etc., and that may even drown the coastal areas. Now as you can see that here on page number 80, The crops die and there is no food, causing famine. Now famine and floods cause a lot of loss to life and property as well. Come to season. What is season? Now season is the period during which the weather remains almost the same. Okay, so what is the season? Season is the period during which the weather remains almost the same. So here we have five main types of seasons. Okay, summer, winter, autumn, spring, and the other one is monsoon. Now, what are summer? Now, in winter, let's first discuss about the winters. Okay, now, in winters, days are cold but nights are colder, and the sunlight feels very wonderful in the winter, and we enjoy in drinking hot tea like hot milk, soups, etc. And we wear woolen cloths to keep us warm, and we use blankets as well during the night, so that will keep us warm. And look at here that in the Murray and Sawat and Gilgit areas like northern areas and many hill areas, they are enjoying the snowfall there. And come to the next one season, which is spring. Okay, spring is the very pleasant season, and it is neither cold or not hot, and it is the short season which marks the end of the winter season and the beginning of the summer season. And we can see that flowers and butterflies, and we can hear the birds singing on the trees, and in this season fields are full of new crops. Now come to the next one page. On page number 82, here we have summer season and rainy season, autumn season. Okay, so summer season, it is a very hot season. Mornings are pleasant but afternoons there are very hot days. Why? Because when it comes to afternoon, the temperature rises and the sun is scorching above our heads and we feel very hot. So we like to stay indoors and we like to eat like ice creams and cool drinks, cold water, etc. to keep us cool. Now you can see that here on page number 82. Here we have rainy season or monsoon season. Okay, so summer is followed by monsoon season and the weather becomes hot and humid during this season. We use umbrellas and raincoats when it rains. Rivers, lakes and ponds fill up again. So in rainy seasons, we use umbrellas and raincoats. Now come to the autumn season. Okay, it is the last season, and autumn season, we can say that it's a dry season and it begins very to cool in autumn. The air begins to cool in autumn and the weather becomes pleasant. Now leaves on trees change the color from green to the shades of browns and oranges, etc. And after some time, the leaves fall from the trees. Now come to page number 83. Here we have the fill in the blanks. Exercise B, the fill in the blanks. Okay, number 1 is weather is the condition of the atmosphere at a given time. Number 2 is we feel hot on a bright and dash day, sunny day. Okay, the dash season is called the monsoon season. Which season is called the monsoon season? Rainy season is called the monsoon season. Dash change color during the autumn season. Leaves change color during the autumn season. And rainfall that collects puddles helps mosquitoes to breed. Spring marks the end of winter season and beginning of summer season. You have to revise this at your home. Okay. And now come to next one page, page number 84. On page number 84, here we have true, false and exercise E. Exercise E is write two things that you would relate with the following seasons. Okay, you have to write down the names that relate for the following season, and you can write here. Look, there are two pictures from two different regions. Okay, and you have to write down their names. Now come to the next one chapter. Next one chapter is chapter number 12, soil. Okay, next one chapter is chapter number 12, soil, on page number 85. And in this chapter, we are going to revise about the origin of soil, composition of soil, inorganic soil, organic soil, and uses of soil. Now, you can see that on page number 85, here we have this chapter soil. Now, what is soil? Soil is the topmost layer of the earth's surface. Okay. And now, come to the next one page. On page number 86, you can see here there is a heading of origin of soil. Now, soil is obtained from rocks and these can be of different types. The composition of the soil depends on the kind of parent rock it came from and the way it is formed. Soil can vary in colors and texture. Its colors can be red, brown, yellow or grey. And come to the composition of soil. The soil is made up of many leaves, sticks, sand and some other very small particles. Now come to the type of soil. Here we have two types of soil. Number one is inorganic soil and the number two is organic soil. Okay. What is inorganic soil? The soil made from the non-living matters are called inorganic soil. Okay. And here we have furthermore, and we have divided inorganic soil into many other types, like we have sand and clay. Now, what is sand? Sand is the largest particle of soil. If we hold it into our hand and rub it into our hand, it feels very rough. Why? Because it is the largest particle of soil and it does not allow water to, it allows water to pass through it and it does not hold water. Okay, it allows all the water to pass through it because the space between molecules of sand particles are very high. So, inorganic soil does not allow the water to hold it in it. Okay. Now come to next one is clay. The next one type of inorganic soil is clay. What is clay? Clay is the smallest particle of soil. Okay, and it allows the water to hold in it and it holds a lot of water in it. We can make many toys, bricks and pots with the clay and it is the tiniest particle of the soil. Okay, now as you can see here on page number 86 that it has written that clay is smooth. Here it has written that clay is smooth when dry and sticky when wet. So the clay can also hold a lot of nutrients but it does not let much air and water to pass through it. It becomes sticky when it wets so that we can make bricks, pots and toys armored from these clay. Come to the next one heading which is inorganic soil. So what is inorganic soil? Soil made from the living things are called organic soil. Now, soil made from matters that was once alive is called humus. Okay, and the part of soil that contains organic matter is called humus. It is made of decaying plants and animals. Earthworms and snails eat the organic matter and their waste matter makes the soil more suitable for plants. Now come to the next one is loam. Loam is made up of organic matter like dead plants and animals and loam feels smooth and powdery. Okay, when it wets, it feels smooth but not sticky because loam holds some water. It does not allow all the water to pass through it. It holds some of water and lets the rest pass through completely. Okay, now come to the page number 88. On page number 88, here we have uses of soil. Okay. So as we can see that there are many uses of soils are there and soil can be known as the home of animals. Why? Because there are many animals like rabbits, mice, etc. Holes inside the soil and they make their homes inside the soil. The snake, slug, earthworm, ant to live in the soil. So in winter soil remains warm compared to ice cold surface. Come to the life supporter. Soil supports plants, okay, and it holds plants to stand firmly, and soil provides water, air and nutrients that a plant needs to grow. Come to the useful products from soil. We can make many products from soils like pots, glasses, etc. Now, here we have exercise B on page number 89. Fill in the blanks. Number 1 is loam soil is best suited for growing plants. Number 2 is humus is made of dead and decaying plants and animals. Number 3 is the action of wind, water and heat breaks rocks into small particles. Number 4 is sand is a type of inorganic matter that allows all the water to drain through it. Number 5, sea coast and deserts have sandy soil. Okay, which type of soil? Sandy soil. Now come to page number 90. On page number 90, here we have true and false. Okay, you have to learn it at your home. And now come to number D. Number D is write 2 lines about each of the following, and you have to write 2 lines of each of these types of soil like loam, clay, sand. Exercise E is guess who I am. Number 1 is I may make you dirty but you cannot live without me. I form the topmost layer of the earth's surface. Who am I? I am soil. Come to number 2. I am the largest particle in the soil. I cannot hold water in myself and you can find me mostly in deserts. Who am I? I am sand. Number 3 is I am the tiniest particle in the soil. I can hold a lot of water and I am used for making containers, ovens, vases, toys, etc. Now, who am I? I am a clay. Number 4 is I am a part of soil mostly made of organic matter like dead leaves and animals. I am very fertile. I am smooth and powdery and I can also hold some water in myself. So, who am I? I am loam. Now, so that's all for today. I hope you have revised these chapters, okay? Now you have to learn all the exercises, question answers, words meaning of these chapters and be prepared yourself for the midterm exam. So see you soon. Allah Hafiz.